This is a demonstration of the SmartParse API server. Starting up the server is very easy. Here I'm going to use it in a standalone mode which can be run on the local machine, and you can start it up with a simple java -jar smartparse.jar command. What this does is this launches a SmartParse server in a standalone mode, and once it's ready it'll send a message showing that it's listening on port 8080. I'm now going to start up a web browser and browse to port 8080. Here we have a SmartParse demonstration application running. What this is a demonstration of the parse functionality for a number of different message types and testing a variety of different message rules. So let's run through how that works. First of all, let's prepare an XML message. I'll start with a normal message. This is a typical message format written in SQL, in XML, with a number of different fields, including a message ID, some values, a data payload, and a timestamp. We can submit this to the API server by calling the parse functionality. This returns a result, and it's returning the HTTP result 200 OK, which shows that the message has been processed successfully. And as part of the result, it returns a transformed resulting message. You can see that a number of different message transformations have been implied. In this case, the tag names have been converted, and there has been some custom processing applied to the data payload. So for example, the sum data string here has been reversed to demonstrate that arbitrary transforms can be applied to any data. Let's try this with some alternative message. If we put in completely garbage data, that it clearly won't be valid XML, and if we send that to the parse server, we'll get a 400 bad request response. This shows that there's something wrong with the message that's been sent by the client. The XML result returns includes a reason, and in this case the reason is invalid XML, and it returns that the information that the content is not allowed and the row and column in which the parsing error has occurred. Another kind of error that can be detected is an incorrect ID type. So for example, if we were to put a string in instead of a normal meter ID and submit this to parse, the reason returned is that the meter ID must be a pure numerical value, and again the message has failed for that reason. Likewise, an empty message can be detected, and the reason would be an empty message body. And also if you add an extra element to the message which isn't expected and therefore isn't allowed according to the message processing rules, it will detect the presence of an unexpected element. The set of rules within the SmartParse server are completely configurable, and we can define custom rules to handle any kind of message validation. The SmartParse server is also, as well as running in the API server mode, it's also possible to embed it and run it as a Java library for the convenience of Java developers.